Welcome to City and Snow. This is a modified Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition Let's Play podcast. And Lizzie, I use she, her pronouns. And it's been a hot minute, y'all. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
It's been a minute and it's hot because I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Izzy. I play Yor, the Tiefling Paladin. We both use they, them pronouns. And last time, they got a little sentimental about the old map, whose current day inaccuracies include places that don't really exist anymore.
I am Anna. I play Ilivara, the Deep Elf Hermetic Red Blade. We both use she, her pronouns. Last time, she was trapped in a library with her least favorite person, sorry, her, and found a map.
Huh? Wait, out of all of them, you see such your least favorite?
Well,
it's Ilivara's least favorite.
It's Ilivara's least favorite.
Oh my gosh.
Because he showed up to a job hungover.
Okay, that is fair. It's not very professional of him.
No, it wasn't at all.
According to the Witness Protection Program, I'm Lane, and I play Hannah, the half-elf fighter who last time, decided she'd had enough of Tava's shit and just straight up put her under arrest.
It's about time.
I'm Miranda, and I play Six, backseat sorcerer. I use they, them, and he uses he, him. And last time, he fretted about the possibility of losing his juice.
Because Tava lost her juice.
Yeah.
She's juicing.
And the boy a Minute Maid.
A what?
Oh,
really?
American brands. American brands. What's a British juice?
Tea.
I don't think they have them. They just have
Juice
tea, right?
at all.
What about Welch's? Do you have Welch's?
What?
Okay, let's go.
Like a disease. Are you asking me about my medical history? I don't think I ever developed Welch's, no.
Anyway, last time I had a whole episode all by myself, alone, where I recapped everything, and what happened before that? What happened before that was a map on a table, the map of Tor, at least this section of Tor, with dark geography and a scar that might get investigated, a seam over on the map, over a place where the Master Oracle traveled, and we were thinking of ways to travel there before Midwinter Feast. Because it's over a day away, and that would be like 2 whole days travel there and back. And Tava confessed to losing her juice, her ill-gotten powers to an uncaring foe, and currently is held under arrest in house arrest, I guess, in the bathhouse, which was also occupied by Dermidnik. So that's a problem for you guys to solve. Meanwhile, Hyacinth is ready to start the reincarnation ritual. So that's where we're going to start. Now, Hyacinth has invited or offered each of you, there's a way to help if you would like. Otherwise, you might want to find a way to entertain yourself.
Six is already offered.
Okay.
Ilivara doesn't have anything to offer, but she would like to be a guard, essentially, so she'll keep an eye on things.
Yeah, keep Hannah from coming in and chopping off Halrose's head. After
She's like, whoa, Hannah, what are you doing here?
Why do you have your sword?
Why you got your sword, Hannah?
I'm going to be there for the ritual.
Okay, are you
taking
going
notes
to participate? Okay.
No.
Okay.
I will literally have a small, notebook, and I'm going to be writing down what's happening and who is involved.
Oh.
Just in case crimes happen.
You wouldn't arrest little me, would you?
But Crime is being too adorable.
Crime is having fleas.
Oh my god.
What about yours?
Is you're under the impression that obviously helping increases the chances of a good outcome? No?
A
Makes
good
sense.
outcome is kind of it could fail. It could fail.
Mm-hmm.
Helping helps it not fail. But I think part of it is just like not rushing. Part of it is rolling well on certain checks. And DM voice right there. So I mean, help would be appreciated, but is not the only thing that you could do. And also, there are like different kinds of help.
Right.
So, like out of game reincarnation is like an actual spell, but I've created a larger ritual for it, which means there are more possibilities for what can happen.
Is there a rolling table?
Oh, you bet there's a rolling table.
Chaos!
Oh, yeah. Oh, complete chaos. There's... I will not say what the chaos will be or might be, but, like, there's good potential for chaos. Because it's magic, and magic can be messy.
I love that.
I also love that.
Hannah does not love that.
Nope.
And also, Hyacinth, I think she said she's only done this, like, once before, and that guy did not like the results. So, you know, there's also that, is not
Good.
liking the results, but who knows. So, Illavar and Hannah are outside. Hannah's taking notes. Illavar is kind of keeping guard. Six is joining in on the process along with Yor. Is that where we're at?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll also specify that I do have my weapon out.
Okay.
Like, I'm not just idle here.
Ready to kill him.
No.
Ready to go sleeper agent and fucking murk him when he wakes up.
Oh my
Her
God,
eyes just go blank. And then as soon as he sits up.
Stab.
Jeez.
God, that would be amazing.
When he's reincarnated, is he gonna be a baby?
No. No,
Okay.
but he will potentially
Would be also hilarious.
be in a whole different body. So that could happen. So there's like no guarantees that I should actually do this in character, right? Because Hyacinth is going to explain what's happening.
So Six asks, is he gonna be a baby? Reincarnated?
No, actually, Six. Good question. No.
Okay,
The
good.
reincarnated creature will come back to potentially their body. Potentially, we will make a whole new body for them. So, yeah, it's pretty exciting change.
We'll make one? How will we make the body?
Oh, that's what all of this is for. And she gestures towards it. It's an altar. It's also kind of like a weird bathtub that they've turned into this trail. So what's in front of you is kind of like a mummification process. He looks like he's in a cocoon of linens and silks, completely doused in that oil. There are flowers all around. It's very fragrant, very herby. And at each corner of the small room you're in, corners that are related to north, south, east, west are each of the 4 items. Oh. And Hyacinth has the goblet that she had borrowed from Midnick, and she has put it on a small plinth, a side table essentially, and it has the written 100 memories that must be spoken aloud.
As long as he's not a baby, because I've changed enough diapers in my day, and also, it's Halros, that would just be awkward. I don't know.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think I would be. You know, I shouldn't say that. If that's what happens, then I will take that responsibility on and do my best to raise a good wizard.
Wow, Hyacinth. I didn't know you had that in you.
I don't think I did either.
Well, like you said, it hopefully isn't gonna happen, so...
Yeah.
Yours smiling, but they're like very concerned. Like, what the fuck?
That's rude. I think Lane's gorgeous.
Oh, no, Lane is gorgeous, but she also, so many of the things I say in characters 6, I feel like are just to get that face out of Lane, so.
Yeah.
A good cause.
Oh, God.
We stand here.
When I'm in character, all of my facial expressions are in character. So
Okay, yeah.
Lane has the best, like, perplexed, like, what the fuck are you even saying kind of expression. And
this seems to be a common thread throughout any game that I either play or DM. Like, whenever I'm doing my faces, like, the prevailing comment afterwards is, oh, Lane's face journey is fucking incredible. I'm just like...
Well, it's how I know I'm role-playing my character right. I don't know. It's just...
Yeah, that's
Because
fair.
you're confusing the local 7 intelligence fight.
Yep.
So, Hyacinth continues on. So, what we're doing is we're trying to bring the soul back. And sometimes the soul is, if we're lucky, not too far away and not mixed up with a different soul or something like that. We're trying to bring forward the memories and form the body into something that the soul will recognize and come back to. Okay, let's visualize that. Don't visualize the dead Halros. Visualize the... I don't know if you've all met the living Halros, but do your best. And yeah, we're going to try. Let's hope the body didn't get too mixed up along the way, right? She gives just an unsure giggle, and then it goes all very serious druidy. Okay, I need someone to read the memories.
Well, I do have a beautiful orating voice, so...
Of course. And, maybe you could help me with sigils, with tracing the sigils in the sand. Or I could use musical performance if that is something you would prefer.
Yeah, I can do that.
Accordion time.
Yeah.
And she turns to Carp and says, okay, that means that you're going to need to draw the sigils. I need you to keep redrawing them in the sand, if you don't mind. The idea is that we're going to do it all at once, and then at the end there will be some bright lights, and it's going to be amazing. And out of this cocoon will come a completed new Halvers. So while she's explaining that, Hannah and Ilavara, let's go back to you. We are going to be bouncing back and forth. Hannah is taking notes. Ilavara is guarding. So the location this ritual is taking place is the side room off the kitchen. I think it used to be a dinette, but I mean,
Here?
basically since you got back, this small room, everything's been moved aside and turned into a ritual space. To the point where, like, the Hyacinth was really close to trying to figure out how to remove the roof so that there would be actual, like, natural light, or maybe moving the whole thing outside so that you would be outside. But right now, she's going to take what she can get and not ask for anyone else.
If only those burglars had taken the roof off. They just destroyed that part of the house.
Wouldn't that be convenient?
Yeah.
Who knew?
That would be wonderful.
I was gonna say, my spring redecorating is making an altar out of my dinette. Boom.
New for spring.
New for spring!
Okay, so we also have Derminic and Connie and Cheery who are around. Cheery has very specifically not been allowed to do necromancy for what I hope is obvious reasons. Connie is kind of sitting around nervously, maybe trying to help cheer Cheery up. If Cheery doesn't still have Lazo around, I'm not sure how long that situation lasts.
It's until dawn.
Until dawn?
He's here.
Okay, then let's say that they're both playing in like the foyer. And Hannah and Ilivara, where are you two located?
I have no idea. I'm trying to decide if I want to be
like outside or inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'll be out in this. I'll be out in this main room.
Okay.
Yeah. This is where I will be, next to the banquet table.
Okay, in the great hall next to the banquet table.
I will be leaned up against a wall inside.
Okay. Derminic is looking at the map, sort of tracing little bits, measuring little pieces of distances. And it's relatively quiet in there. So I'm going to need 3 performance checks from you. So let's start with the first one.
19.
Ooh.
Yay. Get a +7.
What do I need to check? What do I roll?
Since you're reading things out loud and doing, you said, oration?
Don't seem to have an oration skill.
I'll give you the choice of performance or persuasion.
Got better persuasion, so.
Persuasion.
16.
Okay, let's do. Carp is doing an Arcana check. That's a net 1.
Oh no, Carp!
Fuck yes.
He's just like drawing the sigils all wrong.
He's thinking about 6, bending down to pick up that book and popping it or whatever.
Distracted. Combo. So we have the scene where Hyacinth has started her chanting. It's in tune, in rhythm with your music. What music are you playing?
Yeah,
Ska.
I invent ska.
Yours seems like a ska kid.
They're like, kind of like folksy. A bit. Accordions have like this timbre where it's so breathy and like wistful and lighthearted, but also kind of like feelsy and kind of like deep and romantic. I don't know. They're very fascinating. They have such a range. So playing something that's sort of like upbeat, but could also be interpreted as like what's the other word?
Is it a song with a name, or is it a song that you're just like improvising on the spot?
Maybe it is something that Yor knows, but like I don't think anyone else would.
Oh, it's like your local folk music.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like if it were to have lyrics, it'd be something about like the nature of the country and like it's like cheerful but with like dark undertones, that kind of music.
So as you sing that music, everyone's doing well. Hyacinth's chanting causes vines to grow up through the floorboards and start growing up the walls and around this oiled cocoon mass in this tub as the sand on the floor. Carp starts trying to write, and then Hyacinth practically just, hey, that's upside down. It's been upside down the whole time. He has to start over. It's your first round. And during that time, could you read the memory, 6?
Sure. One time, Mr. Quint brought me a giant pine cone from way up north, and I still have it. He said it was a gift from the giants, and they were as big next to us as the pine cone was to a regular pine cone outside. Someday I'm going to find out for myself. From Cheery. And he looks over at Cheery and smiles.
She's watching in the doorway. In the meantime, Hannah and Ilivara. Ilivara, can I get a perception check as you're on guard?
Yes. So that's a 15 perception check.
Okay, that's a 15 perception. Hey, Hannah, can I entice you to make a skill check as well?
What would it even be? I'm not actively, trying to help.
Are you trying to record this for posterity?
I'm just making kind of keynotes, what's happening, who's doing what. And just taking down, the very base of what's happening.
It seems cool to ask for a history check.
Lane laughs.
Why would you make me do that?
Give me a history check.
Why? What am I trying to remember?
I guess you'll remember when you remember.
Trying to not be distracted.
13.
Yay!
Very nice. Yeah.
Not bad.
You're able to get all the text down that you need. Oh, and for the 15 perception check, Ilivara, you see something out of the corner of your eye, out of a window. Something outside, in the air, flying. It's a bit larger than a bird.
Where's Dermidnik?
Oh, Dermidnik is up the map in the great room, in the great hall.
Oh, so he's just with us.
Yes, he is with you.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess technically Teva isn't, though. Teva got, arrested, but shoved in a closet is more accurate, I think.
So which side of the building did I just notice this?
You noticed it towards the front of the building.
I will go outside then and check the skies real quick.
Okay, give me another perception check.
But I'll just say quickly to Hannah, I thought I saw something outside. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know you could read. Okay, bye.
Bird.
Fuck you too.
We can kiss and make up later. Okay, so I'm going to run outside and then take another look.
Roll those dice.
That's only a 9 that time.
Hey, what's Ilivara's AC?
Oh, God. That's a good question. 17?
Ooh. So from the other side of the walls, there are walls, and then there's also a line of topiary, right? That's the word, is bushes. From the line of there, as you move forward, jumps out from the shadows a great frog-looking monster with big eyes and a big head and a big mouth.
I don't like you.
And it hits you for 10 damage.
What the fuck?
Necrotic damage. As the tongue hits your shoulder and darkness and pain starts radiating across, almost like a lightning bolt of evil.
Well, on the map as we're looking at it, it looks like Connie and Cheery are standing right here.
Yep.
Connie, get Cheery to safety. Hannah, I need help, is what I'll just say immediately.
Cool. I need Hannah and, at least, let's just say let's put everyone on a turn order. But for purposes of the reincarnation, I'm going to set that to one initiative, essentially.
So we should roll?
Yes, please. Okay. Welcome to combat while doing other stuff. I go first twice. That's what happens when I roll a nat 20 for once in my whole life. So, Ilivara, after this monster comes in front of you, it blocks the way. Oh, hold on. It's supposed to be... Excuse
bigger?
me. Thank you.
Oh,
it is bigger.
No. Oh no! It actually
It is
is
much
very
bigger.
ugly.
Yeah.
I don't like that. When it was tiny, I couldn't see its nose. The nose is very...
The nose is very pig-like for a froggy kind of creature. And it's got these awful claws seemingly come out of where its ears should be. Arms with claws at the end. This is terrible, and it's covered in muck. Oh, Ilivara?
Yeah.
One more thing.
Yeah.
I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, no.
I thought you were about to say sanity, and I'm like, ah!
That would be a whole different idea. Thank you for that idea.
No, that's a 17.
You succeed on a saving throw as the tongue tries to pull you closer to it.
I've never fought off a tongue before.
I know I'm gonna lose my shit.
Well, originally I thought you were gonna attack me with a bush. So
I have missed so many opportunities. Ilavar, from beyond the shoulder of this toad-like creature that stands twice as high as you, comes a creature, two creatures that you recognize because you've fought up similar types before. This is a head with wings, a terrible goblin-like head with wings, green and cackling and covered in disgustingness, but bigger than a normal head. Like 20% bigger, full uncanny valley, terrifying. As it flies at you, it gives a terrifying shriek. I will be rolling for Connie and Jerry. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw at Ilavar.
oh no. Oh, I'm dumb. Yep, that's a 2.
That's a 2. You are frightened from this creature
Ah, shit.
as it flies right in past you into the great room. And a second one flies at you, but misses as it tries to chomp down on your leg. Ilavar, it is your turn.
Well, damn. I hate being afeared.
Ew, Wawa is scared.
Yeah. I'm gonna activate my Crimson Right. But I'm kind of panicking, not thinking super great. So I'm just gonna skewer my own hand with the rapier real quick rather than use my bloodletting knife. And I'll do lightning damage. So from the point of the rapier, lightning just starts crackling up the blade toward the hilt. And I can't get closer to that thing. Oh, but I'm right next to the other one.
The bat thing?
You're next to a couple of bad things.
Yeah. This
Oh,
is
it's a
unfortunate.
bat.
I did
Like-
say bat, but bad is good enough.
It's also bad.
I'll just stab the one right next to me, or attempt to. Disadvantage time. So it's a 12 with disadvantage.
Oh, a 12 does hit.
Oh, sweet. Well then, in that case, it's 9 piercing and then 4 lightning, or electricity damage.
You actually take it down
Oh,
and discard that.
it's like, I feel like I want to pop it, but I don't think that's how heads work. So I just thrust up while it's got its mouth open and skewer through the roof of its mouth into its head, and then shake it off.
That's one gone. And anything else from Ilavar?
Nope.
Okay, next up is 6.
Okay. Do I hear anything?
Yes, because there was a shriek. There was a yell from this monster.
I'm just gonna sort of glance at Hyacinth for a cute, do we keep going with this?
Go help if you must. I'll do it myself.
Okay. Do I have to go through the door? So I have to go, here?
Yeah, you probably have to go through the door.
Can I just, take the ruler and see how far it is to the door?
Mhm.
It's 15 feet, like that.
15 feet through the door.
Okay. And
From that doorway, you do have line of sight on one of the creatures.
oh, okay. So I peek out the door to the Great Hall, and I think I'm just gonna shoot that thing with a firebolt.
Roll away.
So that's 13, so that hits, right?
That does hit,
Okay, and so that does 14 fire damage.
and that does
That
it.
hedgy thing. And that's super effective.
I wouldn't say it's super
because it's
effective.
grass. It's a
Not
grass
every
type.
green monster is grass flavored.
Aw.
Sorry, grass type. Right, Pokemon. But you take it down, you run out of the room, lob of firebolts across, and you're able to bring it down. And Cheery, who was frightened from this creature, is no longer frightened.
Yay! Wasn't Ilivara also frightened of the creature?
Am I not frightened anymore?
You are no longer frightened.
Yay.
Anything else for 6?
I can't use the rest of my movement to go back in, right?
You can. If you only move 15, you can move another 15.
Okay. So I can go back. Cool. Can I read another thing as a free action?
No.
Okay.
If you
was worth a shot.
would like to do a skill check to move the reincarnation ritual along, that will be a standard action.
No, that's fine. I think I was not expecting to even be able to get back in the room afterwards.
Okay.
Didn't know you could break up movement like that, so cool.
What you doing?
Well, great. Yeah, that's 6. Jump back. 6. What's going on out there? What should I do?
I only saw one of them, so perhaps we should keep going?
Puppy dog, full orange eyes at the Hyacinth.
I shot it down.
All right, I guess I'm gonna trust that.
I believe the threat has been neutralized.
Very concerned, but all right. I guess yours gonna keep playing then. In that case,
Just uncertain accordion music.
uncertain accordion.
Give me an uncertain performance check.
That's a 20.
Nice.
It play a little quieter, but it's still just to try to hear.
While you play, Hyacinth picks up on how you're doing it a little bit quieter, and also chants a bit quieter, so that you're in sync with each other on that level. Hey, Hannah, what's up?
Gauntleted hand, slam on the wall.
Oh,
Demons outside!
I guess the threat wasn't neutralized.
And I'm gonna move. Can't get to the big boy with my movement, I don't think, so I'm gonna full action dash, get up to it, draw my sword, and just get ready.
Mm-hmm. Next up.
That boy!
No.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
There's more?
Over the fence comes another of these terrible monsters.
God damn it.
Flies right up to Hannah and tries to take a bite. I'm just going to assume a 12 doesn't even touch Hannah.
No.
No, not even close. Next, it's up for that boy.
Yay! I mean, no!
I need to make monsters more unfriendly.
It's a giant frog demon.
Yeah, he's pretty ugly.
It's already like the most unfriendly you can get.
I need to stop. I need to stop.
There's just like severe brain rot on one part of the
Advertising my terrible monsters. They're very mean. Does a 20 hit?
Yep.
Okay. You come up next to it. It retracts its tongue back from where Ilivara was and leans forward to take a big bite out of you. For 21 piercing.
Oh, okay, 21.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
21. Oh. Ah.
And you are grappled. So grappled, speed 0. Until the grapple ends, the target is restrained. So you're also restrained. However, it cannot it cannot bite other people because it's biting you at the moment. There's a low growl as you hear the pits of its stomach, and you can smell it as it goes to take a big bite out of you, Hannah.
Ilivara, while it's got me, cut out its tongue.
Back in the reincarnation room.
Oh my god, he's so bad at drawing sigils.
He's so bad at drawing sigils.
Oh, I'm so glad.
You would have thought, because he brings those colored pencils with him to work. But no.
Yeah, he's used to drawing on a graphics tablet. Not used to traditional media, guys.
I feel called out.
Yeah.
He hasn't caught on that you need to arc these runes as he draws around, and as he consistently runs out of space and he's not kerning it properly because these aren't letters he's used to. Hyacinth goes, no, tries to gently correct him. No, like this, but it interrupts her own chanting.
Yes.
Carp.
In the meantime, Connie and Shiri and Durbinnik back the fuck up. Connie goes, Shiri, step back. Okay, let's and they move back towards the back of the room. They're backing up. Durbinnik stands in front of them, kind of defensively, but he doesn't really know. He's trying to do the math on if this room is big enough for him, and I think so far he's decided that he's not going to risk it. Ilavara, another wave of these terrible bat creatures comes at you.
Fuck these things.
One of them tries to go past you and chomp a bit on the way, and the other does a shriek as it passes over you and Hannah.
So is that another wisdom save?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I'm not at disadvantage anymore.
You are not at disadvantage, no.
So that was a 15 for me.
You both succeed. And a 9 does not hit Ilavara.
Nope.
Ooh, actually, if you would like, you would probably get an attack of opportunity as it goes past you. Would you like to do that?
I would like to do that. 26 to hit.
Yeah, that might hit, huh?
That's 14 piercing damage and 1 electric damage. It says cold, but it's electric right now.
And that monster gets slayed down as you lob your sword over it. Unfortunately, you don't have enough to get the other one. Ilavara, what you doing?
What is the action to recall knowledge or recall information? Is it just a free thing?
I would say that's a skill check using history as a standard action.
I'm just gonna move. So I'm gonna move around this flying thing.
Okay.
Well, I can't really flank it.
I don't know if you can flank with someone who is grappled.
So I'll just come up beside it, and I will attempt to shank its tongue a couple times, or just one time, I guess.
Okay.
I will stab it, or not. That's a 12 to hit.
A 12 does not hit as your sword bounces off its scaly exterior.
And that's all I got.
Okay. 6.
So 6 is gonna hear the shrieking and the fighting after, Hannah, knocked on the wall and everything. He's gonna be like, okay, back out I go. But as he passes by Yor, he's gonna lean over and say, I think I can take care of it. You should stay here. The ritual does not seem to be going well. You are carrying this whole thing. So, if we need you, I will call for you. But otherwise, just stay here. Is that okay, Yor?
They don't give a verbal response, but you can see on their face that they're
Not
just
happy
look
about it.
openly emotionally hurt, but I don't know if you can sense is an agreement in they're not moving to protest or anything. Just a normal advised expression of concern, but they're gonna stay put.
I can shoot you a message magically, so you will hear me if we need you, and I won't hesitate. Hold down the fort. And he's just gonna go out at that point. And I don't know, is that 30 feet of movement, or do I get one more?
I believe you get one more.
He's gonna come into the Great Hall and be looking around. Are the doors open?
The front doors are open to the outside,
Okay.
so you do have line of sight on, I think, basically everything. You also see in a row just Shiri, Connie, and Durbinnik as they backed up and are moving towards the back end of the hall.
Well, he's just gonna say, like, stay back, everyone. And, well, the first one is 26.
You know what time it is?
Crit time!
Critical
crit
hit
time!
chart!
Oh, and I'm hitting the bat. I forgot to say that. I'm not gonna switch it to the frog now. But yeah, it's a bat.
Okay, give me a 100. A D100 roll. Let's see what you do on the chart.
Okay. 72!
Zerwin, you gain advantage on attacks on your next turn.
Nice.
And your target has advantage on attacks on their next turn against you. However, your target is dead. So you have blown it out of the water with this fantastic firebolt.
Nice.
Anything else from 6?
Nah, he's just gonna look cool.
6, a monster flies straight at you, over the fence, through the door,
What the devil?
and hits everyone around with another terrifying shriek of inhuman anger. So I need a wisdom saving throw from 6. Ooh, and from Yor, actually. And from Ilvar and Hannah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, 6 looked cool for all of, like, 2 seconds. And now he's, like, scared shitless.
This is what happens when you gloat.
Wow. So,
Yep, so I got a 9.
19?
Mine's a 15, by the way, just to like
yours is a 15.
remind everybody.
Thank you for the reminder. Because the only people who are not afraid are Yor and Hannah. Everyone else has the frightened condition as this thing, maybe even bigger than the other ones, just gives an unholy yell. Everyone else, Connie, Cheery, Dominic, they are scared stiff. The fight-flight reaction, they are in just absolutely stunned. 6. This is the most terrifying thing of all of your nightmares combined. Ilivara, you are hit with just the dread of something that has gotten past you when the other ones really haven't. And you're able to just shrug it off, something that maybe you might have been afraid of, but your connection to a higher being reminds you that there's something more important that you're doing at the moment. It is your turn.
They're playing their accordion, which is probably very grounding.
Yeah.
That connection to spring, and the song is like a spring welcome with elements of like, like nature vibes. It's
Folksy.
I hope it's helping. Yeah, I like folksy music.
Give me another performance check.
Perfect.
That's what happens when I just write perf on my page.
This one's only a 9.
Disappointing. I think you miss a beat when that monster shouted in your ears, and you stumbled a bit. You're able to find it again, but after so much time, you stumble into the end of the song.
They're thinking about the pine cone cheery, and it's just a lot of pressure. It's very emotional.
Hey, Hannah.
I'm gonna try and, get the fuck out of this first.
Yeah.
And I'm the defender. I choose athletics because I have a +8 in that.
Wow. Never would have guessed. You didn't want to do the int-based getting out of a grapple check?
Yeah, when one of those exists, sure.
Oh, that would even work!
24.
You're like a Houdini. You're just like, suddenly, you're no longer grappled by the person and you're just standing behind them and you tap them on the shoulder and you're like...
Jazz hands!
You succeed. Tell me how you get out of this creature's mouth.
How does it have me? Does it have me like in its jaws, or is like the tongue wrapped around?
In
or
its jaws.
How exactly? Okay. So sort of use my sword, kind of maneuver myself and put the like sharp part in between like a tooth or something and just smack the blade with like the palm of my hand, so it just makes like a chip in the tooth, which kind of just gives me the leverage to get out. Take a second, just go breath out, bonus action, second wind.
Okay, yeah.
I want to be healed, thank you. 14 total. We take those. And that's it. That's me done.
The monster right next to you takes a bite out of you, and I rolled a critical.
Cool.
So what happens is, it is 6 piercing and 10 acid damage, because I know you take piercing damage separately, right?
Yep. Just a flat -3 off of it.
Mm-hmm. Not bad at all. And it has the critical hit effect, not again. I managed to hit you on an existing wound, scar, or injury, and you have disadvantage on your next saving throw and attack roll.
Cool.
What injury did this monster hit?
Probably like a one of my trainees at one point was probably in sort of a very similar situation to this, and I literally just threw myself in front of something that was trying to get it, and history repeats itself. Same place.
Big old monster. Tries again. You were awfully tasty, Hannah. 15 does not hit, though.
Nope.
As it aims down and tries to bite you into its jaws, but your sword is already there, parrying. And it does one more thing. It takes a step, and you're prepared because you've been watching it, both you and Dilavara, and you're all ready in case it moves out of your range, but it disappears for a moment as it spins around, and it reappears in the shadow of the building, over here, just a little way away. Next up is a reincarnation ritual. Let's see how Carp and Hyacinth are doing under all this pressure. I'm not kidding. For Carp so far, I've rolled a 1, a 2, and now a 4. So Carp is...
He's getting better, though.
He's getting better. He's not handling this under pressure. He's probably muttering about how he's wouldn't make a good druid anyway, and this is all still bullshit type of stuff. Ooh, and Hyacinth got a 3. Oh, dear.
Yeah!
What are you guys gonna make?
A pile of sludge, hopefully.
We're gonna have some body horror coming up.
Master, why did you make me?
Oh my gosh. So the only things that are left for the reincarnation ritual are 2 more readings aloud of memories, and that's via persuasion check. So just so you know, like that's kind of what's left at this moment.
Okay, so
And-
to catch up.
Yeah, if you're not able to, Hyacinth will try, but she's not great, frankly.
Okay.
Hyacinth, not great charisma. As one might...
You could have just left it at not great.
Surprising.
Uh-huh. Yeah, just a little note there.
Oh no, what a shame.
Ilavar, what are you up to?
Good question. I can't really let a demon just walk off, so I'm going to have to chase him.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'm passing by the little flying demon as I'm running past, so it may get an AOP on me. Attack of opportunity? Like opportunity attacks?
It does, but I rolled a 12, so that's not going to do it, I assume.
Nope. And then I will just attempt to stab this thing in its spine.
Okay, go for it. That hits.
17. Okay. 13 piercing and 3 lightning.
Where do you stab it?
In the spine.
It recoils, and you can see all the way up its back as it feels the damage. And you would think that it would roar, but it's just a slightly wet, hissing sound coming from deep inside it. Just a...
I don't like that.
Is its back kind of like jiggly with that like frog?
Yes.
Cool.
Anything else, Olivara?
If I have multiple attacks, can I do that after I move? Or no? It's only...
Yes.
Wait, you can?
Yes.
Yeah.
This edition's broken as fuck. I will stab it again.
Ooh, that's very nice. That's a 28.
Yeah, 28 to hit. Jesus.
Wow.
28 definitely hits, and you're doing... That's
15.
15?
16 total.
Damage?
Yep.
32 in one round? Where does this
Hell
one hit?
yeah. Same spot. I'm just gonna essentially be like trying to just multi-stab in the same
You make
area.
a pretty deep dent in it, as instead of blood, dark ichor starts pouring out, and it turns towards you. 6, what up? You are
Okay.
frightened.
I am. His knees are feeling a little weak, but he sort of holds it together, and so I'm just gonna fire off another firebolt. 18.
An 18 hits for 7 damage,
Okay.
and it's not down, but it certainly looks charred.
Dang. Can't move closer to it because of the fear. So I think I'm gonna stay put.
The monster that just took your firebolt and survived, hovering in midair, its large wings flapping, will shriek again.
Now I'm doubly scared.
That is everyone making a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 17 from me.
It's a 20.
4. Oh my god. 6. No. He expected it to go down, and when it didn't, he shat his pants. Metaphorically speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Roll call for this. First up, Dominic and Connie are able to save face, but Cheery is practically hiding under the table at this point. So anyone who was previously frightened and failed the throw, so that's going to be 6, and Cheery. Lane, were you previously frightened on the last round?
Nope.
Okay, so those two, you are stunned. You cannot move, can only speak falteringly. You automatically fail strength and dex saving throws. Any attack rolls against you have advantage. And I believe you have the incapacitated. You cannot take actions or reactions. So that is on 6. And Cheery, or stunned, frightened. A deer in headlights, this terrible creature. Other than that, Yor and Ilavara succeed. You are not frightened by this. You've heard this before. Hannah, though, Hannah is afraid. And maybe it's because there's one right next to you, and you're surrounded by bodies of these creatures. But something about the situation shakes the usually unshakable Hannah. Yor, it is your turn.
I love having to reevaluate the situation immediately beforehand. How's the status of things showing on Hyacinth and Carpathius' faces? How do you look about this?
Hyacinth is trying to concentrate very, very hard, but Carp is sweating it.
Okay. Yor puts their accordion back on their person and wanders over to the memories to help read one of them.
You have 2 options. You have Carp, and you have Hyacinth.
Oh, it's their memories?
Yeah.
Oh.
While you all have been away, basically anyone who is here wrote down memories, because they needed 100 of them. So, like, while this is going on, the idea is that 100 memories are reminding the soul of who they were, of where they need to be. That's the idea behind it. I dropped the pencil.
I don't know if they have time. I'm just going to roll a d2, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't think Yor has enough mental capacity to, think that one through. 2, go left, right, it'll be Carp.
Okay.
So, persuasion check. Here we go. Alright, 16.
Okay.
Memory from Carpathius. When Master Spellwright was introduced to me by the Master Oracle, we did not get on right away. He was messy, disrespectful, he didn't plan anything. That changed one night, when the three of us were a few cups deep. I told him about a quarrel I'd had, that I thought signaled the beginning of the end of a relationship. And through the conversation, he uncovered the layers of the situation until we both found ourselves quoting from the same poem. Let me look over at Carp.
He's like struggling to get the curve right on one sigil. It's just not working.
It's like sticking his tongue out while he's concentrating.
Oh yeah.
Aww.
Doing his best. You know that thing while drawing when you need to get that curve right on that one piece, and it's a long curve, and you're not quite getting it?
Yeah.
Always.
And you refuse to use her French curve.
This is his 8th attempt.
Oh my god.
He's trying so hard.
He doesn't even have Control Z.
He doesn't have Control Z. Would you like to do anything else, Yor?
Like to shed a tear.
As we said in the first episode, crying is a free action.
It's right. It's on it. Yeah.
Hannah.
Just gonna try and grab this one in front of me and just round whatever throat it's got and just drive the sword up through it. 14 to hit.
14 to hit does it.
Yep, so 12 slashing damage.
That does not kill it, but it grievously wounds it.
Okay, second attack. I'm gonna just try and break its neck with an unarmed attack.
Oh, you succeed. Completely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just grab it, sword up through, I see it's not dead, and just throw it to the floor. And start to move over to the big nasty frog motherfucker.
6. You are stunned.
Yeah.
This creature that...
Am I prone, by the way?
You are not prone. No.
Okay.
But it does have advantage on an attack roll against you. That is 19.
That's gonna hit.
As it flies up to you and alights on your shoulder in a terrible way, leans down and starts taking a chunk out of your shoulder for 3 piercing and 10 acid damage.
Okay. 3 piercing and 10 acid.
You can feel the sting as its own blood starts mingling with yours, bubbling up. Next up is the big frog monster, who's trying to destroy its enemies in this corner of the building. This is a 21 to hit Ilivara.
Yep.
For 24 piercing damage. And
Ow.
I need an athletics check, please. Or acrobatics, as it tries to grapple you.
Acrobatic 21.
You succeed. You're managed to wiggle out from its mouth as it tries to hold on to you.
Haha.
Back up at the reincarnation ritual, Hyacinth is on the floor trying to correct Carpathius' things. And you see that something is happening in the middle as this creature's body, which you didn't notice before, but it was slowly compressing. It's starting to expand a little bit.
The corpse?
The cocoon of linens and oils, this multi-layer mummy covered in flowers and herbs. Something's moving, something's developing in there, churning. In the meantime, Connie is trying to shake Cheery out of this, but Cheery is stunned. Dribminnik is trying to find whatever he can, picks up a stool from the table to hold to try to defend against this terrible creature that had bitten 6 previously. And 6, Ilivara, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna stab it twice.
Go for it.
1. It's 23 to hit. 2. 25 to hit.
Ooh, both hit. Both hit well.
So a 16 and then a 14, 30 total.
It's near death at this point. Where do you stab it?
It's spun around. I slipped out of its tongue trying to grab me. I'm just going for its stomach. Out, whatever the biggest target is at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's all I got this round.
6.
I'm stunned.
Yes, you are. I need a wisdom saving throw.
11.
You are not able to shake it off. A 22 hits 6? Oh, wait, I have advantage. A 22 hits
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. 22
A
hits
22
6.
hits 6. Okay. It takes another bite out of you for 3 piercing and 15 acid.
Ouch.
Also, 6, at the end of its turn, you're no longer stunned or frightened. So, at this point, there's no more frightened effects on the board.
Okay.
Yor doesn't know what's happening, but it's not good. Because their hands trembling, they're gonna take the last memory to read it. That's what's left to be done.
Okay, there is one from Connie and one from Hyacinth.
Oh. Just the easiest for them to see and read, whatever they happen to. So one will be Hyacinth.
Okay.
From Hyacinth, Haros was the first to find me when I was lost. The mercenary company back then had lost their shield breaker in a battle against a great worm, and I was able to convince my clan to work a reincarnation then. He helped me every step of the way, and I'd do anything to help bring him back now.
At that, the body and the sigils on the ground start glowing, and Hyacinth tells you all to move back, because they might even turn to glass with how hot this whole room is going to get as the body is forged in its own crucible, and it starts rising. And its shroud starts rising, and almost to the point of breaking through that roof into the sky. And Hyacinth ushers you all out of the room, and she's the last one in. Hannah.
Big froggy, he not dead. I make dead.
Suddenly rushing Hannah.
I'm into it.
23 to hit.
That hits.
5 slashing, but I am great weapon fighting, so I'm going to re-roll one of those.
Yeah.
8 slashing damage on my first attack.
Okay.
Second attack. 13.
13 does not hit. It's barely hanging on. Where do you hit it?
Probably just, again, I'd kind of walked over, so there's not much momentum, so it's kind of just a kind of double-handed strike down. And, yeah, just across the chest. Going for simple.
Now it's its turn. 27 hits Hannah. I presume it hits past your AC. Okay.
I was going to say 27. Yeah,
27?
that's a number.
Yeah.
What are you doing with that number?
It's going to try to bite down on you, and it's going to attempt to swallow you. Make me a check against being grappled.
How much damage am I taking?
25 piercing.
Oh, I've only just gone under half.
It's not like I'm pulling punches.
I'd love it if Hannah went to 0 one day and it just pulls up another health bar like a boss.
What am I rolling to?
Probably athletics. Athletics or acrobatics against.
Oh, athletics. 16.
Oh, you just managed to make it. It manages to get your feet off the ground before you pry its jaws open and fall out, keeping your footing. Back in the reincarnation room, Carpathius and Yor have been ushered outside the room as Hyacinth completes the last pieces of this. The ground is aglow as the sand heats up, burning these runes into the wooden floor. The vines wrap around what's left of the cocoon as it starts to rise, and it forms an extra barrier of protection, of keeping it all in. The magical energy in this room is, you could taste it at this point. Carpathius is in awe, and he tries to shield his eyes from it as Hyacinth shuts out the last bits in Druidic and completes the ritual. Ilavara.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
Kill it.
Oh, really?
I'm going to stab it twice in its throat.
Oh.
Hey!
Give me a
Yeah,
D100. Okay, so
boy.
that's a 21 to hit and a nat 20.
And a 28 for my D100.
Okay, this doesn't apply, but usually that would be that your target would be frightened by you until the next round, which I think is fantastically ironic. However, you kill it. Tell me how you
Hell yeah.
kill it.
I'm just like, I stab once in its throat, and it's like croaking in that like wet, gross kind of way. And then, and then again in the same spot, just opening a huge wound in its throat.
When it dies, its body is slowly turning to sludge. A great mound of grossness.
Slightly electrified slush.
Anything else?
Well, that done, I'm going to actually... Could I do a perception check to make sure nothing else is outside with us?
Yes, you may.
I will do that. That's a 4.
Yeah,
Still a little dazed.
Yeah, we're good.
Doesn't seem likely.
All right, and that'll wrap up my turn. I'll move next time.
6.
I'm going to... It's still on my shoulder.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna falteringly... I'm coming out of the stunned sort of state, and I'm just gonna like put my palm up against the creature and hurl a firebolt right at it.
Okay.
I could roll the 12.
That 12 hits.
16 damage.
You blast it out of the air.
Nice.
Oh, as you do that... Oh, sorry, go right ahead.
Oh, no, you first.
No, it's fine. I would narrate like the end of your turn. So
I was just wondering, am I still able to move?
Yes.
Did Hannah leave the notebook behind when she went outside? Okay. Then never mind, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Well, excuse me, that was weird. Yor and Hannah, is there anything you would like to do?
Yor's gonna step into the hall and see that there's nothing.
Walk back in?
Yeah. Can I divine sense, or do you want me to wait?
Would you like to do Divine Sense?
Yeah, let's see if I can smell evil within 60 feet. Just to be sure.
Hyacinth is right there.
I
I don't think I should put that.
mean, you definitely smell like ex-evil. Dead evil.
Hyacinth is dead?
Hey. And you said it's 60 feet?
Yeah. Or it's the location.
60 feet that's not behind total cover.
Yeah.
So it doesn't go through walls.
You do not sense any evil currently around you, but I'm sure your divine sense picks up that these creatures, the bodies are slowly turning to terrible acidic mud. We're fiends, and we're definitely evil.
How'd the ritual go?
I hope it went well. Are you okay?
He just sort of rubs his shoulder a bit, and it really stings, and you can see it on his face. He says, I've been better.
Lizzie, could I do some checks to identify what those creatures were?
Yes, you may.
Okay, so thanks to my Blood Hunter focus, I get to roll at advantage. But I don't know which. Yeah, which knowledge check should I roll?
Arcana or religion? Your choice.
Okay, the first roll will be to identify the flying heads. It's a 19 and a 15 for the frog.
So the frog is I believe it's called a Vanderhop. It's a terrible monster that is, looks like it came out of the sewer. Like, one of the things it's known for here is coming out of the sewer and, like, eating people who fell asleep drunk in alleyways. Like, it's awful, and it's not, like, natural to this world. This is a terrible monster that has an agenda, that has, like, a plan to cause mayhem. And I'm going to pronounce this poorly, but Vargui?
With this done, I'm just going to move over to Connie, Cherry, and Dominic and just like, are you all okay? Are you hurt?
Those were the most terrifying things I've ever seen, says Cherry.
They're all gone now.
Can I attempt, this is a little bit of an unorthodox use of a cantrip, but could I roll medicine to attempt to cauterize my wound?
Sure.
With Firebolt?
Cool.
Yeah, go for it.
Just because that shit was like, that thing was injecting its blood or whatever, that's nasty.
Yeah, it's, it hurts even more than it should because of the acid, and I don't think it would be a far cry to say that when a fiend bites you, an infection starts rather instantly.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to cauterize that shit. Oh, I rolled a 21 in medicine.
Oh, nice.
You take 21 fire damage.
That's exactly how much HP I have left.
This kills the 6. In the meantime, you hear a crash from the room where the reincarnation ritual is taking place. You hear a yell from Hyacinth as this cocoon of Halros has risen further up in the air outside the grasp of her vines and starts rising into the sky. And starts glowing and is letting out this glow.
Is that supposed to happen?
Hyacinth goes, I don't know! The wind is whipping around.
So it broke through the ceiling already?
It broke through the ceiling.
Well, can we grab a rope so he doesn't float off?
Oh my god, he's like a balloon.
I guess I'll run in there and see what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, there's a hole in the ceiling, and Hyacinth is going, okay, I'm going up there.
I'm gonna follow.
Okay. Is anyone else following up onto the roof?
Nope, I'm staying down with those three.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am also following. Yeah, but if this thing turns into a horrible monster, then I want to be there to pew pew, take it down.
At the zenith of its reach, the light coming off of it extends and reignites the protections and wards around it.
The really shitty ones?
The ones that were broken.
Through?
Yeah. Fixes it as the barrier goes up around the mercenary company headquarters. And in the bright light, the linens all fall away, burnt up, little bits of paper and cloth falling from the air into the snow as the new body of Halros gets deposited down in the snow outside of the building. And sleeping, not awake, hair growing long as you watch his body age back to where it was, is a great tusked orc, a Taurish orc, 9 feet tall, with big long mammoth tusks and long black hair. And that's where we're going to end.
Ah, shit.
City in Snow is part of Novi Studios and takes place in the setting of Lanamora ages before the events of the Legends of Lanamora podcast. To find more City in Snow content, share your thoughts or predictions, or keep up with the silliness, check out the Twitter account City in Snow. Thank you again to my wonderful, awesome, very patient players. How can people find you all?
This is Anna. I do not wish to be perceived.
This is Miranda. You can find me at Potato Farm on Twitter and other places, if you so desire.
Hi, this is Izzy. You can find me researching regional juices at Squishy Night on Twitter.
Hi, I'm Lane. I found this weird book called The King in Yellow, And you can find me at Line the Order on Twitter. Well, I saw the Lake of Hali thin and blank without a ripple or wind to stir it, and I saw the towers of Carcosa behind the moon. Aldebaran, Hades, Allah, Hasta glided through the cloud rifts, which fluttered and flapped as they passed like the scalloped tatters of the King in Yellow.
Someone help her. She's gone.
Bye!
I cannot forget Carcosa, where black stars hang in the heavens, where the shadows of men's thoughts lengthen in the afternoon, where the twin sun sinks into the lake of Hali, and my mind will bear forever the memory of the pallid mask.
I'm Lizzie. I'm picking up the pieces of Lane. And you can find me at LIZY_VR on Twitter. I don't know what I've been doing lately. It's probably nothing much. Hey, the usual, writing about dinosaurs and art and stuff. To check out more shows and streams from Novi Studios, visit novistudio.io. That's NOVI studio.io. Thank you. That's all from us. Have a wonderful day.
Bye!
Bye!
Bye! Thanks!
Strange is the night where the black stars rise and strange winds circle through the skies, but the stranger still is lost in Carcosa.